brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the reality temple on earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. Reality Temple on Earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly.
What I was saying was...
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T?
What I was saying was... What you do?
What you do?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans?
Oh, you got plans?
Don't say that.
Shut your trap.
Unless you hear.
Unless you open your...
Come on through.
Come on, y'all. We want to see it.
What's going down tonight, y'all?
Throughout the 19th century, and all across the United States, brand new settlements popped up along the American landscape as folks migrated west. Towns were especially seen post-Civil War, when the country wasn't embroiled by conflict and could focus more on westward expansion. No such town defines this latter sentimentality quite like Wild West lore, both built and established entirely by African Americans during the Reconstruction period. To understand more about its longevity and surviving the test of time, as well as to shine light onto one of the most fascinating bits of American history, here is a closer look.
Bro, you a genius. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna go down like a Elijah Muhammad or Malcolm X with this. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro. Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own. You different, bro. Yeah. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, you are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this.
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T?
What I was saying was, what you do?
What you do?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans?
You got
Don't
plans?
say that.
Shut your trap.
Unless you hear.
Unless you
I'm ready. I've always been ready. I've wanted to be a part of this week since I was 2 years old. I'm ready. Joseph, I'm not myself. Trust me. We didn't have a choice. We was already doing it for ourselves. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know.
Going down tonight, y'all. Y'all coming?
Come on through.
Come on, y'all. We want to see.
It's going down tonight, y'all.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another spontaneous broadcast of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angelsnupnup7. I am your soul brother, number one. I would like to welcome all of you in the chat room, out in the skies, and also those who will listen to this broadcast at a later time. I thank you so much, and it is always an honor that you would give us a few moments of your time. It is rather interesting and exciting this evening as the nation is awaiting, hopefully within the next 4 or 5 hours, it would be determined who would be the next president of the United States of America. And I want to say that for the first time in my life that I did go out and exercise my right or privilege to vote for the next president and other elected officials in this nation. I have never done that. And I felt real funny. But the process was very, very simple. The ballot that they gave you, very simple, straight to the point. Scratch out the little dot or whatever, and you go in and it's over. So now, within the next few hours, we will begin to get the results from those who have been assigned to count these ballots. Now, it's not really, I could say it's my fault that I never voted before. But I was a child, and those elders that I looked up to told me that voting is a waste of time. I was influenced, as you know, by the Nation of Islam. I was influenced by the whole black power dynamic. There's no need to vote. That's a waste of time. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, you can vote if we find somebody worthy of our vote. But of course, during his time, he found nobody worthy that he would support. But in 84, I was a member of the Nation of Islam, and our leader and teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, came to us and he said, I would like for us to support the Reverend Jesse Jackson in his bid to seek the presidency of the United States. Now, quite honest, if I was going to vote, I should have voted for Jesse Jackson. But even then, my mindset that voting is a waste of time, I was not interested in Jesse Jackson. So when Minister Farrakhan said he would like for us to vote for Jesse Jackson, and you saw Minister Farrakhan, who was supposed to be my leader at the time, when you saw him go for the first time to vote for Jesse Jackson, I refused. I was not interested. Because to me, he was not worthy. And it was so much obstacles, more than Kamala Harris or any other person with dark skin or melanated skin or non-Caucasian. That was much worse. And I'm just learning about the first real black woman that ran for presidency was the late Shirley Chisholm. But like I said, if I had my own mind, maybe I would have voted earlier and began to more understand the process, the benefits of the voting process. Maybe so. I don't know. I did not have my mind. Like many of you, you are doing what somebody tell you, not what you have decided in your own mind. You are going to copy and listen to some black power folks, or you're going to listen to somebody, I'm going to vote for Kamala, you should do this. You're not going to come to the conclusion on your own. You're going to listen to somebody. But I was a child. And I was looking up to my adults. Adults supposed to know better. Adults supposed to lead their children the right way. The problem is, what if the adults don't know what the hell they're doing? What if you live in a house and your mama don't know what she's doing, your daddy don't know what you're doing? So what do you expect from the children? When you see children that's wacky, usually it's because the parents are wacky. If the parents drink, the children want to drink. The parents smoke, usually the children want to smoke. Whatever the parents doing, the relatives, the environment, that's what the children want to do. And so I was surrounded by black power family, Ashe and all this other stuff. You don't need to vote. Don't mean nothing. It's a waste of time. The ever famous, that's a pipe dream. That's me. Oh, that's a pipe dream. You ain't gonna get nothing out of no voting. Which could be true. Maybe it's not. We really don't know because you really have not examined the voting process. So I felt funny. Now this is another thing. Just because we don't like something, we think it's a pipe dream. I wouldn't wear those shoes. That don't mean that we should knock people who vote. It does not mean that we should mock somebody that like those shoes. How is their voting hurting you? Their voting is not hurting you. The shoes that they are wearing, the hat that they are wearing, the shirt that they are wearing, that's not bothering, that's not hurting you. So why are these folks so upset? I was a Muslim at one time. And I began going to church. I began to go to church more than I did to the mosque. Why? Not because I love Jesus Christ and the Holy Bible and all that stuff. I went there to be with my brothers and sisters in Christ. They're believing in Jesus, they're believing in Christ. Don't hurt me. I don't expect you to be what I am. I don't want to force you to be what I am. I speak my position. I tell you where I stand and I go about my business. But those are my Christian brothers and sisters. I don't drink. I've been around people that drink. because that's my family members, that's some of my friends. But I don't drink. We become this self-righteous thing. Arrogant, I'm better. Because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't commit adultery, I don't love the white man, all this stuff, and we become all Hasidity. You call people bougie, and you're bougie your damn self. I'm glad I never was like that. I went to church, and my Christian brothers and sisters treated me way better than the Nation of Islam ever would. I just could not embrace that faith. They was always loving to me, respectful to me, admired the talents that I brought to the church. My preacher friends would give me his rostrum and let me talk. I had to fight and scratch to try to get on the rostrum of a temple that I helped build. Then a sucker, because of jealousy or because I'm too black, they kicked me off. I don't know what the reason was. You go to people's houses and they invite you to dinner, and some people, I don't eat this and I don't eat that. As long as it does not conflict with your religious beliefs or whatever that is that you find so dire, you so connected to, just eat with your brother, eat with your sisters. A lot of us, I can't go over so-and-so house, they eat this and they do that and blah, blah, blah. We become, you still dirty. You still in the cesspool. What make you so great? What make you so better? Those are the lost founds. They sleep. And you are awake and you ain't doing no damn better than they are. Explain that. A person that is awake should have more activity than somebody asleep. You get up in the morning and go to your job, you have more activity than the person still laying in bed. And you can show it because look at the money I made. I went to work today. You laid up in bed, didn't make nothing. So if we are awake, then why we don't have nothing? Why we don't have nothing? But you better, you smarter. We are some hateful people. When somebody don't want to be like us. Who the hell are us? Who are you? Hateful. I don't like Christians. You can hear the hate. But then they put on this facade that you love. If you think that there's a slight chance for somebody to believe in what the hell you talking about, that you got from some damn foreigner, that some regurgitated crap that you got from the Middle East, off in space, wherever the hell you got the crap from, didn't even come from you. Like we saw here. They come here, and if they think Angelsnupnup7, I might be able to convert him to my way. I already been there. Already been to your way of thinking. I don't want it. Then they get all upset. You can hear the hate. I ain't nobody done nothing to these idiots. Because you don't want to get on their slave plantation. I'm not your slave. I'm not going to be a slave to no Chinese. I'm not going to be a slave to the white man. I'm not going to be a slave to some black scholar, African dead ass prophet from 1930. I'm not going to be a damn slave. You can go about your business with that. Not interested. Been there, done that. Also, it's hypocritical at this time that I will represent something. Where is it? Over here. Our Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. It would be hypocritical for me not to begin to engage the voting process when I represent something. That's what it is. It's about taking advantage of the vote. Your voting power. That means nothing. If the voting power means nothing, it's a waste of time, then why so much energy and so much time was taken and people died and they suffered for the right to vote? If it means nothing. It means nothing when you don't know how to use something. A gun is useless if you don't know how to use it. A tank is useless. A computer is useless if you don't know how to use it. Anything is useless if you don't know how to use it. There are many people that throw away crap every day and somebody else come and get your junk. Next thing you know, they selling it for hundreds and hundreds of dollars because you can't find no use for it no more. So it's trash to you. And you throw it away and somebody else get it. They make $500 off your junk, your trash. There's a lot of women and a lot of men somebody didn't want, and you hurt them and you trashed them. Somebody else came and now they living happily ever after and you looking like a fool. Because that man and that woman, you had them first. I don't keep up with celebrities, but being on social media, you see some of these stories. There are some of these men who hate on, what's the football player, Russell Wilson, I believe that's his. Russell Wilson and Ciara. Ciara had a bad relationship with some thug rapper or whatever. And then Russell Wilson came in and saved her. Somebody else was treating her dirty. Somebody else was throwing her around like trash. And now these guys are hating on Ciara because she went through a bad time in her life, chose somebody that was messed up, and she don't deserve a chance in happiness. But it don't make no difference because her Prince Charming came. And now what? She getting ready to have twins. She done gave this man, 4 babies? I don't know what it is. Anyway, they look like they very, very happy and got it going on. While these people that's hating, lonely, single, and miserable. Think about the people you chased away. Think about what you do, what you have done. No, it's a pipe dream because you don't know what to do. Voting means nothing because you don't know what to do with it. Why don't you say that? It's a waste of time because why don't you say it for what it is? Voting is a waste of time because I don't know what to do with it. That's what you should say. Our sister Fannie Lou Hamer, I believe she created something called the Freedom Democratic Party, something to that effect. go back in time and our people suffered, beat up by the police, houses bombed, murdered outright. Because see, these people understand, if you knew how to use this voting, this its power, its influence. That's why we don't want to give it to you, because you might learn how to use it. Minister Malcolm X said in his speech, the ballot or the bullet. Did he say that? Did he say that? I'm not sure. I'm open for correction, but I do know that Malcolm said by any means necessary. And we know that you're too cowardly. You're not going to pick up a gun. You're not going to start no civil war. And you're too damn stupid to use the vote. You're too damn stupid to use the tools that your enemy give you for your own benefit. You don't know how. Why don't say that it's a waste of time. Say, I don't know what to do. The reason why I'm talking to you is because I learned how to take what they gave me and use it for my benefit so I could free myself. And I learned how to make the right choices. Even though I was incarcerated, I can vote. I was incarcerated and I could buy a gun. And I know how to sue the hell out of you. I used the tools. I used the people. Even though I hated their guts, I wanted their knowledge. What do you know? What can you tell me? The same way they get knowledge out of you. They smile in our face and stab us in our back so I can smile too. I can smile just as good as they can. But I don't want to stab you in your back. I just want justice. By any means necessary. So they tell us that voting is a waste of time. So what have they done? They never say that. Finish the whole story. Voting is a waste of time because we're doing this and we're getting the job done and we're producing this. They don't never say that. Because if you don't want a man, if you don't want a woman to vote, what you going to do to replace it? What are you doing? You black power, black first, African pan, Hashay, Egyptian Kemet, Israelite, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. What are you doing? What have they done? The reason they speak and the reason why they do what they do is because of the efforts of Dr. King and the Civil Rights era. Black power ain't produced a damn thing for us except a bunch of pretty ass speeches. We love Malcolm here. But the only thing we got really out of Malcolm was pretty slogans, by any means necessary. That's all we got. Do for yourself. The black man is God. All these pretty slogans and titles, that's all we got from the black power, Ashe, Hotep, Pan-African, Cran Apple, whatever they want to call themselves. They ain't produced a damn thing. Because if they was producing something, I would be happy to help you because I don't hate folks like y'all ass do. I'm not jealous of nobody like y'all ass do. They jealous and envious of other brothers and sisters. They would rather us stay in the hole forever. They are the big part of the problem here. Bunch of misfits. I began to realize that back in 2009, 2008, they are the problem. They always talk about Christians in the church. You will have a better chance of connecting with people in the church than these black power misfits. Because they think they know it all, but don't have a pot to piss in. Where your pot at? Bring your ass to the live stream. Show us what you got. They didn't do nothing back during the time of Dr. King. They ain't doing a damn thing now except pretty slogan. What about what Marcus Garvey did? All them broken down ass ships. Marcus Garvey and the UNIA bought all those broken down ass ships. Didn't make no profit. The reports was they wasn't even seaworthy. They bought 2 of the ships that didn't sail and had the nerve to buy another one. Some run-down ass, broken down, used car lot ships. Nobody reported they saw any of them sail. There's no report to show they made any money, any profit. And that's the reality of it. What have you done? And this is the thing about this black power garbage. You would tell our brothers and sisters, and you make mockery of us that go to the polls. I can say us now. I voted. They would turn around and then talk about whoever the president is, whether it's Kamala or whether it would be Donald Trump, whoever. You don't want us to vote, then your happy ass will make video talking to Kamala Harris. I want to talk to Donald Trump, whatever. But you didn't vote for no damn body. You're not part of the process. So why should they give you any of their time? Voting is a waste of time. And I always wondered about this when I was in the Nation of Islam. Because voting is a waste of time. We don't need to be voting like that. Then you will invite these elected officials to your rallies, to your gatherings. The black mayor so-and-so, the black congressman, these police chiefs, whatever. I thought you wasn't interested in the political process. Why are you kissing these people's ass? This black conscious stuff is so damn fake. If Donald Trump became president or Kamala, whoever the president is, if the president said, I want to come to one of y'all meetings, watch these Negroes. They're not going to say, oh, Mr. President, oh, Mrs. President, we don't want you to come to our event. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Black first, second and third and fourth, fake ass folks. Voting is a waste of time. Then you kissing the ass of people who was elected by the vote. I remember I raised up or made a point to some Pan-Africans. We should vote for our black leader. All our black leaders, so-called black leaders, we didn't vote for them. With all due respect, we as a people, we did not vote for Dr. There was a certain group of people that asked Dr. King, could you do this for us? But as a people, we didn't ask Malcolm X to be a leader. We didn't ask Elijah Muhammad. We didn't ask Noble Drew Ali. We didn't ask Marcus Garvey. We as a people did not vote. We did not ask nobody to be our leader. We did not ask to be led by nobody. These are self-appointed titles. We were not given a chance to vote on anything, even our identity. We never voted. We never, as a people, said and took a vote. We are going to be African Americans. We are going to be Black Americans. We're going to be colored. We're going to be Negro. Nobody asked us nothing. We should do that. We should set up ballots. We should set up a system where brothers and sisters, Black people, we get together. This is the identity. Now, personally, you can be whatever you want. But this is what Black folks are going to call ourselves. And if Black folks want to be Hebrew Israelites, that's what we would be. But the people spoke. The Pan-Africans don't like that idea. Why you don't like that idea? You don't like that idea because of the masses of the people will probably hear somebody like me, and I will whip your ass in this public forum because your ideas is outdated. I guarantee you, on a national level, if the people began to hear about our Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign proposal, I guarantee you, all this stuff, they're not going to want to listen to that because this here has nothing to do with my personal beliefs. It's no different than the civil rights legislation. It's for all Black folks. I'm not telling you to follow my God. Don't eat meat. I don't care about that. That's your concern. This is about our lives in a different, so we can be competitive with other people in this nation. And you're going to respect us. We should be second to the white folks in this country. And we can be. But you don't have leadership. Our leadership has no vision, has no purpose. I don't want to just wave it in the water. Don't know what the hell they was doing. Just like myself as a child, following the adults. These adults didn't know what they was doing. They trying to copy some stuff that they got from 1930, 5000 BC. Nobody has no vision, no creativity, no strategy. Not open to new ideas. Not willing to try new things. And so this is why we still sit where we sit. I already know. On a national stage, and the people gave me opportunity, my voice, the same opportunity as these other folks to listen to. We'll knock them out the box. I already know it. There's nothing, they have nothing to offer us. Your voting power will get you a state. Sister Fannie Lou Hamer got us a political party as part of the Democrats. But this Mississippi campaign will get you the state, period. You will get the state. You might even get the country. When you show righteous behavior and you show that you're competent and you show that you really care. gonna want better. But what was it that Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm back in the day? If you give a man a dirty glass of water, he's gonna drink it because that's all he got. But if you put a clean glass, he's gonna choose the clean glass. With a choice, people doing what they do because they don't have a choice. The Democratic Party is foul, and the Democratic Party is foul, and the Republican Party is foul. They have nowhere to go. But if you give them a clean glass of water, and I don't care what their race is, I don't care what their gender is, they're going to drink from you. If you know how to get a glass of water. That's your problem. You don't know how to get a glass of water. Only thing we know how to do is regurgitate slogans. Intellectual masturbation. Oh, nigga, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Oh, I know what the hell I'm talking about. You come here and show us. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I invite them all the time. And see, this is the wonderful thing. Whether I win or whether I lose, I still win. I cannot lose the debate. I'll tell you why. You know why? First of all, unlike these suckers, I can admit when I'm wrong. You never hear them say, oh, I was wrong about that. You never hear them say, because they believe in their teachings. They believe in what they're doing. And whatever they're doing, whatever they believe, can be no wrong. So you know you shouldn't be following, you should not be listening to no garbage like that, because anybody can be wrong. So that's a bunch of garbage right there off the flip. I say all the time, I could be in error. I could be wrong. And I'm very sure, and I can admit that. And I clean that up so I can be better. I can say, you can that's a good point you made. These folks so arrogant, so bougie. They can't even give a brother or sister credit when they know they right. Because they being right makes them feel stupid. That's why it's impossible for me to make all these videos and don't send something that's right. You never hear them, that's right, Angel. I agree with you. They don't want to give me credit for nothing. Because if they give me credit for anything, the people might listen to me a little bit more. And they'll see how in error you really are. That's the fear. I learn from anybody. I learn from everybody. I'm not better. I'm not superior. I'm not divine. I don't have the ultimate wisdom. I don't offer you the teachings. I understand that what I say today might be wrong tomorrow, because new evidence must change the conclusion. 1 and 1 is 2. But if you add another 1, now it's 3. You can't keep saying 1 and 1 is 2. You've added something else. The conclusion has changed. It's different because something new has been added to the equation. Not with these folks. because they know. But what do they produce? They don't produce nothing except slogans. Black first, everybody, black first. I'm black first, second, third, and fourth. I'm a Pan-African, Marcus Garvey, one land, one unity. What is it? The black man is God, and all these different slogans. Power to the people. Where's the power that the people have, sir? How long we gonna say these slogans, but they don't produce nothing? When we say power to the people should have some kind of power. If the people don't have any power, why we keep saying that? It just feel good. Because it ain't nothing but church, a church service. Then they have the nerve to make mockery of people in the church. That's all you are. A damn church. We presented to the public our Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. That was 2018. Nobody wants to help Angelsnupnup7 make it a reality. You want Angelsnupnup7 to do all the work. People say they support. I support Mississippi campaign. And you don't do a damn thing. What kind of support? Because you say it? When I said I support Louis Farrakhan, I was on the corner selling bean pies and eggs and doing all kinds of work to support Minister Farrakhan. I did not support him by running my mouth. That's support. You don't support nobody by running your mouth. Talk about, I support. How do you support Mississippi campaign? What did you do? Ain't nobody doing a damn thing. And the sad thing about it is, you know it's the best. You know it's something that should be done, but your ass is too damn lazy. You're trifling. You're just a church member. I don't offer church, but you still gonna treat me like a damn pastor, a church member. You come here and feel good. You want to do a damn thing. But you won't change. It's embarrassing. This generation ain't did a damn thing since Dr. King took a bullet in 1968. Ain't done nothing. Except live off the benefits of the civil rights era. All these black millionaires and entertainers and other folks, but you ain't did nothing to add to the struggle. A bunch of leeches. And you're going to pay for it in the long term. You're going to pay for it. Bunch of ingrates. The best thing you can do for Dr. King and Malcolm is make a statue. That's the best you can do. Because it don't require nothing. Okay, everybody, let's donate. We're gonna pay Akbar and Akbar make a statue of Dr. King and Malcolm. Lazy ass people. I know you don't like what I'm saying. I know they don't like what I'm saying. I know you don't like what I'm saying. That's the reality. How you support somebody. You don't even support them financially. Send somebody $2 once every 3 years. You don't do a damn thing. I sent my money. When I said I support Louis Farrakhan, I sent my money. I gave my time. I gave my energy. I support you, sir. Support the Mississippi campaign. Nobody do nothing for me. They don't do nothing. Don't bring no guests to the platform. Don't share the video. Don't do a damn thing. I know. Because I don't see it. But I don't get frustrated. That's on you. Like the scripture said, like the scriptures tell the Christians, your responsibility is just bring the message. Once you bring the message, the blood is off your hands once they hear it. They don't want to do nothing, that's on them. Because we know all this other stuff not going to get you nowhere. It's not got you anywhere. You've been on social media, all this black power, black and black stuff, been on social media since 2005. What has it produced? Except these guys making money for themselves. They ain't done nothing for the community. They ain't done nothing for black folk. They don't have no plan, no vision. They don't have nothing. I can say I don't know. So when I tell you I don't know, there's nothing else to say because I don't know. You never hear these people talk about, well, I don't know. You will actually see them try to answer questions and things because they don't know. So they start just make stuff up. Arrogant know-it-alls. And then most of them don't even know what they believe in. Look how they fall apart when they come here. And you ask them questions. They don't even know what they believe in. When you start questioning them, they just regurgitate something they heard. Well, why do you believe in that? Well, how did this happen? Blah, blah, blah. They can't even explain it. You gonna get angry at me because you don't know what the hell you believe in. You should be able to explain it. Well, this is what they'll do. Well, you need to read the Bible. You need to listen to the Honorable Ministry Farrakhan. You need to go to TDJ church. No, I'm asking you. Because you telling me this. Farrakhan ain't told me a damn thing. TD Jakes, the Bible ain't told me nothing. You said it. You said it to me. So since you said it to me, you should be able to explain it. You Uncle Tom. You hate black people. You That's what they do. You a Sambo. Because you ask questions that they have no answer to. You said that you believe this. You said that you support this. You should know what the hell you're talking about. Why I gotta go read a special book? Why I gotta go listen to some videotapes? I'm asking you. You the one brought it to me. These people, the majority is nothing but a bunch of zombies. Bunch of robots. And I'm not the one to mess with. Had a brother on here, he was almost getting ready to cry. Because he couldn't answer the questions. You said that that's what you believe. You should know. What is it that they don't know? We're going to say this and get out of here. Election day. I voted today. What is is it that they don't know? One of the things that in this black power genre, one of the teachings is, of course, black. Black is beautiful. How beautiful is black? Let's talk about it. Because, see, I don't do the black thing here. I'm a soul brother. And soul is life. Soul is that which gives the body life. Soul is life. Life-giving. It's not a color. It's life itself. A lively people. That's why the Peckerwoods used to say, those people sure got a lot of soul. They sure lively. Even with all the pressure, all the hell that our ancestors caught, they still found a way to be happy. That's good and bad. Because you need anger to get out of the mess. You can't be happy and comfortable in oppression. But they found a way to be happy. Well, I'm here. Just like when you go to jail. The people there, you find a way to be happy. Can't stay mad and angry and upset all the damn time. Black is a color. These folks said black is not a color. Black is a color. What about darkness? Darkness is black. Darkness is not black. Darkness means void of light. That's what darkness is. When you turn the lights off. Void of light. That's what it means. And so we use something that the oppressor put on us to try to make something positive out of it. But you can't. Black is a European classification. Negro is a European classification. You cannot make them positive. They were not designed to give you energy. They gave you the Bible to make you docile, to take away your energy. That's why they gave you the Bible. That's why they give you, that's what religion does to all human beings. Wherever you find religion, you find suffering and death. And the people will not rise up against their oppression because the great God or some demon, something special is going to come and save them. What is dark or black? When you are in the dark, when you're in the black, you're blind. So you want to talk about how good it is to be in the dark? Close your eyes. Then you become blind. You can't see. So when you talk about black people, I guess that would be a good identity because you can't see. And the scripture said the blind cannot lead the blind. It takes somebody who can see with light. When you talk about black, you talk about death. Death means the end of activity. That means there's no activity. You don't move. Black people don't move. When you're dead, you stay on the low level. You don't stand up and rise. You can't walk. You stay down under the ground. In the earth, you're buried. Anything that cannot break up out of the earth, anything that can't break up out of the darkness begins to rot and decompose under the black. These are the labels that you want to use. These are the labels that you want to identify with. And it represents death. These are European classifications. Nobody in the ancient world used these things. Nobody. Their idea of black meant something way different. It had nothing to do with their skin color. Let's talk about that. We talk about the melanin. Do your research. Get the information. What do we know about melanin? You talk about melanin, got all these other things. Tell the whole story, because melanin or melatonin, isn't it melatonin that they use to put you to sleep? If I'm wrong, if I'm in error, please correct me. Melatonin, put you to sleep. In biology, they found out that the more melatonin or melanin that an animal has in their body, the more docile they are. Let's talk about it. Who is more docile? With all your hooping and hollering, black power, ashe, whatever, ain't nobody more docile than you, unless you want to beat up on another brother and sister. But you docile with everybody else. And you bow down and you serve. They found the less melanin that you had in your body, the more aggressive an animal is. That's why you see this behavior in Caucasian people. As you see, they don't have that kind of melanin. Go-getters, aggressive. And you fall back. Even though you talk a lot of stuff, you ain't gonna do nothing. Not gonna do nothing. Nothing can grow in the dark. You got to have light. You got to come up out of the black. You got to come into the light. Once you come to the light, once you can see, you know where you're going. And you come into the light, you can begin to grow and you begin to develop. What happens? What is it about you if you stay in the dark? There are creatures in the darkness, in the depths of the sea. They are, I'm going to say this, we're going to get out of here. The only thing they get is the droppings, the leftovers from those animals in the light. And they get the carcasses. They get the leftovers from those above. Those who live in the light. That's the only thing they can get. Bottom feeders. And they're blind, they can't see. If you're in the dark, you don't need to be able to see. So the black man and woman in America, we've been living in the dark and we've been running around here talking about, I'm black and I'm proud. That means you proud to be blind. You proud to be dead. We tried to make it positive back in the day. But this is not back in the day. This is the reality of it. And you can try to argue and debate all you want to. Your condition, your and our condition verifies that you are blind, dead, lifeless people living off the leftovers of others on the bottom. That's why I say that the best identity for us is soul brothers and sisters, because it brings us to life. It brings us to the light. the beginning of our growth and our development. That's why you don't move. That's why there's no activity in you, because you have no soul. We allowed them to take our soul way back in the day. They totally destroyed it. Remember, I'm going to say this, we're going to get up. These ladies was called En Vogue, the funky divas of soul in the 90s. And as we got closer to the 2000s, we stopped using that. They destroyed that because they understood. See, words mean a lot. Yeah, let them call themselves an African. Let them call themselves black and an Israelite and a Muslim, because that don't bring no life to you. That's graveyard for you if you are a free people. That's good for you if you're a slave. I'm a free man. And soul came from the soul. For as I know, it came from us. That's my life. It belongs to me. That's why I can define it any way I want to, because it comes from me. Ain't no Arab, nobody around the earth, nobody can tell me what it is, because it's mine. They tell you what Muslim is. They tell you what an Israelite is. They tell you what an African. They tell you all these things because it don't belong to you. Soul, this life belongs to me. Nobody can't tell me nothing. And you like living like that because you're dead. You're decomposing and you stink in the nostrils of the other human beings on the earth. Black, you caught up in their racism and you have become sick like them. That's what you have done. You have become sick. Caught up in the spider's web. That's their stuff. That's their crap. That's European classification. No matter how you dribble the ball, how you flip and flop, you can't make it good. Because that's what it is. That's why you run around here blind. That's why you can't do nothing. That's why you cannot progress. The blind cannot lead the blind. And you don't grow and you don't mature, so that means you'll never become an adult. So your children looking for a parent. You looking for some kind of God, looking for a savior. When you become an adult, you don't need a savior. You don't need nobody. When you become an adult, you're supposed to be perfectly capable of doing whatever you need to get done. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be in error. I want anybody to come here and show me the error in my ways. You're caught up in racism. You're caught up in the foolishness of this world. When you should be the one that leading these folks, these lost people, to the next stage of human development. But you cannot even develop yourself. I've been there, done. I done heard all the teachings. I heard all these ideologies and stuff like that. And you can disagree all you want to and get angry. Your condition shows that I'm right. You will be in the same condition this time next year. Nothing's going to change. Nothing changes unless you change, unless you make it change. We've been sitting in the same spot. Haven't been able to do nothing since Dr. King took a bullet. That's embarrassing. Then we come on YouTube talk about all the money we make and what we do. If it wasn't for Dr. King and all those who sacrificed and died, you wouldn't have nothing. You don't want to fight for nothing. Sit on your lazy ass and you want somebody else to do all the fighting. I'll be damned. I'm not going to fight for your ass. Whatever will be, will be. Because I'm not your savior. I'm not responsible for you. My self-appointed mission is just to tell us. Maybe the younger people we're here and they will act upon the real truth. But y'all caught up in the materialism. And you love the butter biscuits that you get in this world. You're not really angry at what's going on. You just want a little bit more butter biscuits. I don't want their butter biscuit. I want nothing. I create my own world. I don't need nothing from them. I don't want their butter biscuits or nothing. The same way they built their world, I can build a world. I don't need nothing from Egypt. I don't need nothing from no Africa. I don't need nothing from these people. I'm an adult. I'm perfectly capable of doing my own thing. Like James Brown said, I'm going to get up and do my thing. And y'all serving. That's because you are on the bottom. You are dead. You are decomposing. You're rotten. You're blind. That's why you need to follow. You have a slave mindset. All that ashe, hotel, assalamu, that don't mean nothing. You're slave. Because if you really could see, if you really was awake, you'd be doing much, much better. Don't get angry at me. Get at yourself. I'm just telling it like it TIE is. What did Bernie Mac say? I'm just telling it like it TIE is. On this election day. And you don't have to vote for Kamala Harris. You don't have to vote for Donald Trump. Won't you vote for yourself? Stop voting for these outdated ideologies from 1930, 5000 BC, 66 trillion years ago. Won't you vote for yourself? Have confidence in what you can create. We are original. We are unique. Develop yourself. Open your eyes and really become awake and develop yourself. And break out of the matrix, this racism that these people put us in. And many of you sound just like them. Like a racist. A racist in training. You sound just like them. Because you are a product of them. You have not broken from them. You're still part of them. Physically and mentally. On that note, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. And we are simulcasting on all the different platforms. I have another Facebook channel. And I'm shocked it's starting to get views. So I guess Facebook going to get very angry about that. I thank you so much. Like I say, I'm going to say this and get out of here. I could be in error. I could be wrong. I say that all the time. Please come here and show us our error. Shout out to our chat room. Special shout out to Mellow Cap. Mellow Cap is in the house. There's another platform I see here. And the answer is also Brother Lunch Break Chronicles. Thank you so much for coming here. Like I said, I could be in error. Come show me. As long as you make sense, it sounds logical, reasonable, things of that nature, I can accept it. And I can easily say, well, so-and-so came here and shown us different. But the only thing I always get here is people regurgitating some crap from somebody else, some YouTube personality. It come from the Bible. It come from the Quran. Marcus Garvey said, nobody draw it. I don't want to hear that. We see what these things have done for us. Absolutely nothing. If they was doing something for us, I wouldn't be here to say anything. I would be helping to get the job done. But the job is not being done. And we need to do better, which you already know. But you're comfortable in your butter biscuits. You happy how things are. Regardless who the president is, you're going to be happy anyway. You've been happy ever since Dr. King got shot. You've been some happy folks. You don't care. You don't have the tenacity. You're not strong like our people in the 60s and the 50s. Comfortable Pharaoh slaves. Lunch Break says, did you see barbershop conversations on Moorish World TV? No, Brother Lunch Break, I don't watch none of these people. I don't care what they conversating about. None of them is doing nothing. They're not producing anything. Just a bunch of church talk. I don't keep up with these folks. I can do nothing by myself. They're not accomplishing. They're not doing nothing. They don't have nothing to offer. And that's not me being arrogant. It's the truth. None of them have anything that can compare to our Mississippi campaign. None of them. They're just a bunch of cheerleaders regurgitating feel-good garbage. And the reality is, just like I said, the reality is we're comfortable with our butter biscuits. YouTube paying you some money to make video. These folks don't care nothing about the people. They don't care. They don't care anything about we as a people. These folks only care about getting you on their slave plantation and making money, making you feel good. And if they can't get you, then the crack and the heroin and the pornography and the entertainment tonight, the movies and the videos, all the other wonderful things that America offers, the swimming pool, movie stars, that's where our mind at. We're not really interested. And I'm going to say this and we're going to get out of here. See, I understand your mentality because the slaves didn't care nothing about freedom. The slaves didn't care about freedom. What bothered the slaves was those ass whoopings. It wasn't slavery. It was the ass whoopings. If they wasn't getting those ass whoopings, they would have been satisfied being a slave. And see, you're not getting no ass whooping. You're really satisfied and you're comfortable in your condition. See, Dr. King and those people back in the 60s, 50s, whatever, they actually was getting their ass whooped. They was outright getting lynched. You living the glamorous life. Is that what Sheila E. said? I want to live the glamorous life. I want to live a man's touch. What is it? That's all, y'all living the glamorous life. And lunch break, you live in a fantasy world. That's over with. Elijah Muhammad is dead. Whatever they did in the 1960s, that's gone. That's over. You don't get on board the Soul Train, you're done. You heard it from me. You don't get on board the Soul Train, you're done. I don't care what they done in the past. You don't get on board the Soul Train, you're done. Ain't nobody done nothing since they been on the internet. 2005. Yeah, the teachings will live forever. Because it's a church. It don't produce nothing. It make you feel good. Like smoking weed. Like some other things. Smoking weed, getting drunk. It have not changed nothing. Feel good stuff. But that's your business. You don't get on the Soul Train, you're done. We've been doing this. We presented the Mississippi campaign in 2018. What have these people done? This is 2024. They've done nothing. You just don't get it. Because you're comfortable with your butter biscuits. Why do people keep... I want you to go listen to our video, Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign for Dummies. Why do people keep asking me these same questions? When the Mississippi Campaign has nothing to do with going to Mississippi. They keep asking me the same stuff. When did you hear me say that? You can't mobilize with people who don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to be in church. And if you want to be in church, so be it. There are people who are waiting for Kamala Harris to be president. Oh, she's the first black woman president. The same Obama crap all over again. More church. Because she's not going to do nothing, and she's not even in a position to do nothing. So on that note, we're going to get out of here. The election results is coming in, and I hope since y'all looking for saviors and saviors, I hope that your savior that you voted for, I hope that they save you. And those of you who did not vote for a savior, I hope that your savior save you. Probably by the year 3050, Jesus will save you. Kamala save you. Donald Trump save you. Elijah Muhammad save you. Malcolm save you. Marcus Garvey, the Hebrews save you. Save you. maybe you would be saved by 3035. All the white people would give you the whole earth. This will be the black planet that you always wanted. They would give you the earth after they messed it up, because they'll be going out in space to a new earth somewhere and leave you in the ghetto. We out of here, y'all. I'm Angelsnupnup7. This is the Reality Tip on Earth. And have a peaceful election day. And as our ancestor Duncan Lillis has always said in parting, we wish you love, peace, and so we are Audi 5000.